The Cottonwood County Citizen proudly presents Athlete of the Week. Brought to you this week by Borsgard Construction. For all your construction projects, big or small, contact Rick at 507-831-1348 or Drake at 507-822-3845. Wishing good luck to all area athletes this season, it's Borsgard Construction of Windham. I'm joined right now by Windham Junior Alex Borsgard, our Athlete of the Week this week. Congratulations, Alex.
Thank you.
Well, let's go back to the section tournament, and your weight class at 138 in the section is pretty solid. A lot of good competitors in there, but on Friday you went out and got a pin. You got a tough decision in the semifinals, and then really controlled things in the championship match. Tell me about each of those matches. Let's start with that first round match.
First match, just go out and wrestle. I was looking for a pin most of the match. There was a little part in there where they stopped the match early for some reason. I don't know why, but I ended up pinning them anyway, so it didn't matter. Mm-hmm.
Semifinals, you won a 7-0 decision, and tell me about that, a little bit about that match.
I wrestled him earlier in the season, and he just wanted to keep it close, so towards the end he can maybe score and then maybe beat me, but just stayed aggressive and wrestled my style, and it was good.
Championship match, it looked like you got off to a fast start and kind of had things going your way most of that match.
Yep.
What were you able to do against him?
He likes to hang out on the collar tie a lot, so I figured that out. I went with my underhooks a lot, high crotches. So
tell me about how valuable the experience that you've gotten the last couple of years at the state meet has been this year.
It's pretty exciting being up there. Get up there, it's pretty nerve-wracking, but once you've been there once, it's always going to be exciting, whatever. But it's just not as nervous.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you ended up on the medal stand last year. How valuable was that confidence-wise this year?
It was pretty good. It's nice knowing that you're better than 99% of the kids out there. So you can go out there with some confidence, and yeah.
When the brackets came out on Sunday, you ended up with the number 1 overall seed in the state tournament. I imagine that was a little bit of a surprise.
Yes, it was.
Tell me about the pressure of going into the state tournament, knowing that everyone's kind of gunning for you.
It doesn't really, change a whole lot. There's still pressure to win it, but just gotta wrestle my style, and I'll hopefully come out on top.
The more important thing too is you're going up there with 2 teammates this year. Brett, we kind of expected to get back up there. Zach last year had a little bit of an up and down year, but this year he's really gotten things straightened out, and I imagine that having somebody at a close weight to you to work out with in practice has really benefited both of you this year. Mm-hmm. Tell me about what it's like wrestling against Zach in practice.
It's like, it's pretty hard getting a good shot in on him sometimes. He's very good defensive-wise, but yeah.
The matches that you've lost this year, what are some of the things that you've been able to take out of those matches and apply moving forward?
Let's see, one of my first losses of the year, that was the Jackson tournament. I needed to work on creating angles for my shots.
Mm-hmm.
And so that, and then, see, Fargo, I had a loss, a few things I learned here and there from that match.
Mm-hmm. As I seem to recall, I think you lost one out in South Dakota, too.
Yes, I did. That was a tough match. That was just
Ran into a really tough kid. I imagine having two coaches that have been there really helps you as well.
Yes.
Tell me about the relationship you have with Nick and Travis and some of the stuff that they've been able to to pass on to you, as far as their experience up at state and how you're able to apply that. Oh,
Nick and Travis, they're a really good coach combo, I think. Nick he's more of your, I don't know how to explain it really, but they're just a great combo. I like them as my coaches.
And this year you've had Drake on the bench all year. Also Dave Elg has been around a little bit this season, and having a guy like Dave, with his experience, former state coach of the year, that's got to be a big benefit too. Now looking ahead to the state tournament, I don't know a whole lot about your first round opponent. Have you been able to get anything of a scouting report?
Not yet. My Drake will be coming over to me though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, and
I'm gonna watch some film. So.
But I imagine that going into the state tournament, it's kind of more of a focus on doing the stuff that you do well rather than worrying about what the other guy does.
Yes. I'd probably last year getting 5th at state, so I haven't. God's plan, Drake. Minneota usually has a pretty good competitor around my weight, so I guess hardworking and fun. Video games, hang out with my friends, that kind of thing.
All right. Well, that should be all we need. Congratulations again. Best of luck up at state this week.
Thank you.
Brought to you this week by Borsgard Construction. For all your construction projects, big or small, contact Rick at 507-831-1348 or Drake at 507-822-3845. Wishing good luck to all area athletes this season, it's Borsgard Construction of Windham.